Finale, finito.
What's up, y'all? I'm gonna turn that down. What's up, y'all? Looks like we are back outside the cubicle on a wonderful Monday afternoon. Got a long, nice work session in. I'm about to get a hit in with PFree, Reed, and Houston, and it's gonna be really good. Honestly, I haven't done a whole lot of planning on what we want this hitting session to be like yet, but I'm gonna make sure it's productive. Kind of like the last couple of videos I had where we were mic'd up. I definitely want to make more of those, but today I think I'm gonna go unmic'd since we have 4 people. Because as you saw in the last video, whenever I talk just kind of loud, it gets extremely distorted, and I know there's going to be a lot of talking involved because 1, you're communicating with your partner, and 2, you're communicating with the people all the way across the court, so you just hear a whole lot of noise. So I'm not going to do that today. But on this car ride, I want to determine my purpose. So ideally, this is something I plan on Sunday before the week even starts, have my whole week mapped out so every practice has a purpose, because that is very critical at the current stage I'm at, because I am way behind where anyone would need to be a professional tennis player. It obviously means that I need to be working, I guess theoretically, I need to be working either, well, I guess all of the above, harder, smarter, and I don't know, I gotta do something different from what the pros are doing. Like, not only do I have to do just as well as they are, I also need a kind of like different approach to what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to discover something that nobody else has discovered before, and that's not gonna happen from me just going through the motions, showing up to some tennis and just hitting balls around. That's not gonna do it, because that's just gonna be the same level as any old recreational 3-5, 4-0 player. Not gonna be at the same level as Stefanos Tsitsipas. You know, I don't think Tsitsipas shows up and just hits some balls around and then calls it a day with no plan. That being said, additionally, where I'm at, I don't have a top-notch full-time academy where I have 4 different coaches working on my game, thinking of the next step on what I need to work on. That all has to come from myself. That being said, obviously I have fantastic resources. I got Eddie Jakes over at Athletic Club Alabama, and I got Tom Alsop, aka TPA Tennis, over at UAH. So I've got 2 really good resources right there, and really nice courts and facilities to play at. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be up to me to determine the plan and find ways to get better. So, kind of went on a rant there, but basically on the rest of this car ride, I'm going to try to figure out what I want to work on quickly, see how I can make this session productive, and have a good tennis practice. So, yeah, I'm going to do that and then let you guys know how it goes.
So it's really easy for us to get goofy in these practice sessions. So I'm going to make sure we have a strategy.
So as you know, when we have these groups of 4, especially us 4, it's easy for all of us to get distracted. So how do you visualize yourself dealing with that in this practice?
Honestly, sometimes I feel like distractions a lot of the time are just like, I feel like it's really easy to overcomplicate it. Just trying to focus on the things you need to do. I feel like, especially if you keep your intensity up, it'll kind of do the job of keeping you focused overall.
PFree, what do you want to work on today?
I want to work on some returns, and yeah, that's my main thing I want to work on, and staying low.
Okay.
On my ground strokes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So as you know, with this group of 4, it's pretty easy for us to get distracted, you know? So how do you visualize yourself dealing with that?
I'm just gonna put my future goals in mind and know that if I distract myself or get distracted and I'm not fully focused, then I'm not gonna prepare well for those goals.
All right, now we're doing the same thing except switching directions. I'm gonna go line, you're gonna go cross, so this should be extra brutal. Especially after doing that band thing. That's tough staying that low that whole time. Should be good. I'm hoping I can kind of adapt my legs to do that naturally. So we'll see how this feels after using those bands.
I was talking to the camera, by the way, so.
Scared. All right, start.
You're where?
I'm going line.
Okay.
Can you count for me?
Are you counting?
No.
Nobody's counting. 15, say. So it's probably more.
Play it out.
Same deal. We're just gonna do it.
Sorry. Good hustle, man. Here you go. Wow. Go. Ah.
What is it?
17. Yep.
get better. Let's get better. Long line.
Here we go. No misses from any of us. All right, we're making everything. Good job, man. Here we go. Come on. Shoot. We got PFree. You're 26. Let's see who misses first. Good stuff, yo. We're doing a game here. 2 people play. 1 person jumps rope on the side. You play best 2 out of 3 points. If you win that series, you get 1 point, and you're going first to get 8 points. In between, if you're out, you got to run to the jump rope, start jump roping. If you're jump roping, you're starting right away. So I'm gonna try to keep it fast paced. Out. Out.
Out. Out. One.
That's so good. Golly, man.
Come on.
Oh.
God damn, man. Hold on. Oh, that's so low.
Come on! Yeah! So I was in a bit of a dilemma when I was playing that last game there. So it got pretty tight, and really there are two different purposes I had kind of banging against each other in my mind. So the first one was kind of what we all agreed on at the beginning, is that we're all gonna work on keeping our legs strong, knees bent, and Reed had that little mechanism. I don't know if you guys could see that guy in the far corner, but it pretty much keep you in that knee bent position, just absolutely burning the quads. So yeah, so that was a big purpose, especially when we were doing those 2-on-1s. So when the game came along, obviously, like whenever you're doing a competition, you want to win. But then again, I think the purpose of our practice was to kind of stay low. Not only that, but we had a little, what we like to call a skull session before that, where we all talk about ways to improve the mental game. So, not going to go too in depth here, but the other week I had a really good talk with Ganatra, good friend from high school, went off to MIT, really smart guy, runs a couple of businesses, and honestly just a really great friend, very supportive, always out there to help. But he talked about 4 tiers, and anyway, that highest tier is the gratitude. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but kind of like your identity. So really these 4 tiers are just ways of thinking. So in that number 1 tier, you're not saying I want to be this, or I can do this, or no, let me rephrase that. You're not saying that, okay, well, first of all, you're not saying I can't do something. Secondly, you're not saying not to do something. You're not demanding that you do something. You're not wishing that one day you can do something. You say that you already have it. You know, it's like you're playing the role. You're being the role. You know, you got to truly believe that what you want is already truly inside of you, and really you don't want it because you already have it. If you want something, you don't have something. So yeah, if you have it, you don't want it. You already have it, and you're grateful that you have it. That's why it's in that grateful tier of your mindset. But anyway, kind of went on a rant there. But we had a big conversation on that before our hit, so we kind of got into like what we believe, I guess, what we believe we're keeping inside of ourselves that we want to share with everyone else. Mine was that on the inside, I'm not quite a top 128 player yet, but I will say I'm a top 800 player, top 800, top 900 player, but I haven't proven it to anybody yet. So that's kind of my objective here right now. I need to prove that I'm that caliber of player. And they have their own goals too. But anyway, I was in a dilemma. I was between, am I focusing on that first person caveman state where I say, get there, hit it, or am I focusing on just winning, finding a way to win, or am I focused on keeping those knees bent? So I think the first person caveman phrase is I can do that no matter what. No matter what I'm doing, I should be doing the first person caveman phrases. But what I was really bouncing between were bending the knees and or just try to win, you know. So I was gonna ask you guys to pop in the comments section, what do you guys think? Should my focus have been to win, practice winning, or should the focus be whether you win or lose, make sure you're keeping your knees bent and just getting used to being lower? So I kind of have my answer, but I don't want to influence what you guys say. But yeah, just drop a comment to give me your thoughts, because I think it'd be good to hear some other perspectives and grow from those as well. But anyway, we had a really good session there. I'm happy we did it. It was productive, everyone was focused, and although it wasn't necessarily my best hitting, I don't think I played bad either, and I'm glad I was still able to win that game we were doing. And yeah, well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. More content to come along, and time to prove who I really am. So excited to do this.